All right. We're live. This feed has no audio. KiA one was going in and out. Bad feed. We'll try KTLA. See if they come back. Here we go.
This is Gil Levis up in Sky 5 along with my pilot, Anton. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us on the web. This is Gil Levis up in Sky 5 along with my pilot, Anton Imler. This is a high-speed pursuit, LAPD, West LA, in pursuit of this white vehicle. It looks like it's a Kia Soul. High rate of speed. It's already hit several cars on the 405 freeway here, and he's coming into some heavy traffic at a high rate of speed, almost 100 miles an hour right now. We're tracking it. I don't know what this car is going to do when it hits that traffic, and then here it is. He's going to have to hit hard on the brakes here. Oh no, hopefully he doesn't rear end somebody. Hard on the brakes there, comes across lanes, almost hits that car. Close. Wow, dangerous situation as this vehicle continues northbound on the 405 freeway, approaching the 101. Like I said, heavy traffic here. I'll come out to a wide shot. There's the LAPD in trail, trying to keep up with this vehicle that's driving so fast. It's come close to hitting multiple cars. It's actually hit at least two since we got on the pursuit here, coming out of the Brentwood area. Oh, look at that move, all across lanes there. The last second to get on this looks like it might be the transition to the 101 freeway. Oh, in and out of traffic. LAPD there right behind
him. Mini Cooper or something? What do they call this? That's not a Kia, is it? Is
white
like
Kia Soul with a red roof.
What's a Kia? Kia boys. Tipsy Gypsy. Thank you. Tipsy Gypsy. Thank you so much for the 50.
It's a confirmed stolen vehicle out of the LAPD West LA division. There goes a last minute turn once again, westbound 101. Try to fool that LAPD officer at the last second going through the Gore Point to jump on the westbound 101 freeway here from
for the wicked.
The 405. Here he goes across lanes once again. Traffic on the 101 freeway is a little bit better. I would say moderate traffic up ahead. It might be exiting here. Let's see what happens. And he is exiting the freeway, committed to the exit here. He's going to go sweeping around. We'll see if they try a pit maneuver, if speeds are right and the conditions are right.
Ooh, pressing him too.
Under the freeway, we'll see what happens underneath the freeway. Popping back out, swinging back around, and this is going to come out onto Haskell. He's going to make that turn. Right turn in front of that white car. He's going to go northbound. This is actually a side street. He's going to go along the 101 freeway here on the surface streets. He'll come out to a wider shot to show you what's ahead. 2 units in pursuit. We'll see if it looks like that LAPD lead unit there is trying to set up for a pit maneuver, but the car's going a little bit too fast. Magnolia Boulevard is where we're at here on the south side of the 101 freeway.
Kia boys. Yes.
88 miles an hour on that surface street. We'll see what's ahead.
Pull back a little bit.
It's really slowing down there, probably not knowing where this road will lead the driver to.
Kia boys.
Into the neighborhood here in Encino. A bump. This road has some bumps in it. And he's got some construction there going on. Oh, look at that. One of the workers threw a cone at the car.
No.
Actually hit the car. Running stop signs.
Hey, Jeanette, how you doing?
Around that vehicle, not knowing what's going on here. Police chasing this quiet street.
One of the chase crew.
Cutting in front of that car, going back to the north here. This is going to be Havenhurst, back towards the 101 freeway. Again, a stolen vehicle. LAPD West LA units went into pursuit. They tried to pull it over, failed to yield. And we should see the freeway here in just a second. LAPD coming right up on its tail.
The notification for the main channel. Maybe I should have.
Trying to set up for a pit. Back onto the freeway. Looks like it's going to be eastbound or southbound on the 101 freeway from Havenhurst.
Elizabeth, thank you for the 20. How you doing?
And we're back into a traffic situation
Ronan,
on the freeway. This vehicle going
focus.
in and out on the 405 freeway northbound clipped a couple cars, including a car that was on the side of the road. Made some very tight squeezes between vehicles.
Something about KiAs, right? What is it about KiAs? They're just easy to steal.
And we're back up to almost 100,
What's up,
no,
BC?
there it is, 100 miles an hour right there. And we might see this car go back on the 405 freeway. Right now, not lane, it would be going back onto the 405 freeway. We'll see what the driver does. He's been trying to fool that lead officer by taking a transition route at the very last second, going across a gore point. We got other vehicles on the freeway, of course. We'll see what he does here in just a second. He's in that gore point. Let's see if he tries to fool that officer once again. Nope, he's going to stay into the transition here. This is going to be either south or north. It looks like it's going to be setting up for the southbound 405.
I heard, Ronan.
Back the direction this driver came.
Wanted to use the Fox feed,
Looking up the Sepulveda Pass. Lighter traffic on this side of it, on the southbound 405, than it was on the northbound.
Let's see what the tweets are saying. They're doing pursuit bingo.
We don't know how many people are on board. It's definitely a stolen vehicle. The LAPD's confirmed that with us. I try to see inside the car here just real quick to see if we can see what the driver's doing there.
Hmm.
80 miles an hour passing Skirball. This is uphill.
ABC. All right, we're going to use ABC. KiA, a lot of times they'll try to, sometimes they'll copy claim. I don't want to deal with that. But I think this feed's quiet, though.
Passing Skirball now. We're ascending the Sepulveda Pass. Once again, that LAPD unit not giving up any distance between his vehicle and the suspect vehicle. Not a lot of traffic here. As we approach the 9 o'clock hour, most of that evening commute traffic is cleared out. You got 1, 2, 3
oh, nice.
LAPD vehicles, at least 3 with their lights on behind this suspect. $80 miles an hour now, continuing southbound.
Looper said, does this guy have a chainsaw? Getting close.
Sounding like LAPD is deliberating having CHP pick this up. That'll be a bit of a transition if they decide to do that, but for now, LAPD is maintaining control of this pursuit.
Looks like maybe more traffic upcoming. Oh.
Now we've officially heard the request from LAPD. They do want CHP to pick up this pursuit. We'll wait CHP units to actually get behind this one. That'll take a few minutes. In the meantime, this LAPD unit's going to stay very close behind the suspect. And a lot of times in this situation, we see the LAPD unit on the ground keep a distance from the suspect. That's not happening in this case, we think, because there's no air units up right now for LAPD. They were grounded due to weather earlier, and they're working on getting back up at this point. It does appear that another one may have just launched and is en route to the area. Yes, I do see one en route.
No chainsaw.
Once that LAPD airship gets en route, we'll see if the ground units continue these tactics that we've been seeing on the ground thus far. We did hear earlier in this pursuit that this vehicle, when he was coming northbound on the 405, approaching Skirball, he actually sideswiped another vehicle, but obviously didn't do enough damage to stop the pursuit. As we continue southbound 405, approaching Sunset, now back on the west side where this pursuit originated, going about 80 miles an hour in that number 1 lane, one over from the HOV lane. As I look way ahead out of the window of Air 7, I do see some traffic as you approach the 10 freeway. We'll see if this driver actually gets that far down the 405 or if he gets off on surface streets. Oh, splitting a couple of vehicles there, going from the number 3 lane to the number 2 lane. Once again, that LAPD unit not giving up any bit of space as we approach 90 miles an hour, flying down this 405 as the driver makes a very evasive quick maneuver over to the right side, almost sideswiping that vehicle there, cutting off that tanker semi. It almost looked like this driver did a maneuver that may have held that LAPD vehicle back for a bit. As this suspect now hits speeds of over 100 miles an hour in that HOV lane, and there's that law enforcement unit trying to catch up. Oh! And we've crashed.
Oh.
The driver lost control, crashed on the right side.
Idiot.
And careened into the center divider. The hood is up, LAPD right behind the suspect, 2 vehicles, they have their guns out. The airbags have deployed inside this KiA. The airbags have deployed, and with that kind of impact on both sides of the vehicle, it's hard to say what kind of injuries would amount from that. We're going to move Air 7 around to see if we can get eyes on this driver. With these kind of newer vehicles and those side airbags on the driver's side and the passenger side, it's going to be hard for LAPD to get a visual on the suspect. But we do, through the windshield, we see some movement there. The driver's moving around.
I'll never understand these people, why they drive, like, when they steal a car.
I'm curious
drive like
to know if those LAPD units on the ground have eyes on the suspect, or if they're being blocked by those side curtain airbags.
Yeah, what if you're stuck?
Okay, I do have confirmation from an LAPD officer on the ground that they do see the suspect, but they do not see his hands.
Oh.
That's an obvious safety concern for these officers on the ground.
They say he might be armed.
I'm not sure what he hit on the right side, but we saw him just kind of pop out from under the trees, completely out of control already, and make a hard impact to that center divider. LAPD is going to perform a traffic break right now, and what that means is they're going to shut down all southbound traffic on the 405 until they get this thing situated. They just had an officer ask for shutting down traffic on the northbound side as well. As the LAPD air unit makes its way to the scene right now. They have their night sun now lighting up the suspect vehicle. as we still see the suspect moving around inside through that windshield. And now that driver's side door is opening. The driver will have to climb through those curtain airbags. His hands are up.
Oh, it's coming out. Okay.
Officers are making call-outs to this suspect driver. He doesn't appear...
Keep your hands up. Oh, they're telling him
like he's seriously injured or anything of that nature. He does appear to be able to stand under his own power, move his hands. Looks like he's talking back towards the officers right now, but we see him listening and following the officer's orders to slowly back up with his hands up. Officers are having him kneel down. You can see one officer with a less than lethal weapon aimed at the suspect as well.
The purse. No, I think is that a fanny pack?
Officers had the suspect kneel down and lay down on the other side of the vehicle. Unfortunately for SNR 7.
ASCH,
Air 7's going to move around to
hit that like and
the
subscribe.
driver's side of the vehicle, see if we can see what that driver's doing. As we see LAPD officers approach the vehicle first, they're going to make sure nobody else is in that vehicle and there's no other threats to the safety of others.
What a mess.
They still have traffic moving on both sides of this freeway, even though officers asked for a closure of the north and south lanes. It looks like officers have, they're going to want to clear the trunk as well, and the officers that aren't clearing the vehicle are going to move into the suspect and put the handcuffs on and take this suspect into custody after a pretty crazy pursuit, flying down the 405 at very high speeds, over 100 miles an hour, ending in a pretty spectacular crash hitting both sides of the freeway. I didn't see anybody else get collected in that accident, which is very good news for other commuters on this 405 southbound drive. LAPD now calling a code 4, which means that the scene is secure and all is safe. Now the investigation will begin as to what led up to this. This was reported as a stolen KiA, so we're gonna LAPD is gonna find out who this was stolen from and
thank you for the super chat.
How to make good on those damages. Obviously, this vehicle is severely damaged after this crash on the 405 southbound.
I want to see that crash
just
again.
past, I believe, yeah, just past Sunset.
Okay, I think I have a crash for you. Another angle. Let's see what happens on this one.
You can see officers searching the suspect, making sure he doesn't have anything on him that they don't want him taken to jail.
Oh! All right,
otherwise, this will about wrap things up. We do see, just to give you a couple notes on the traffic situation, we do see the southbound lanes of the 405 that they're being held. Unsure for how long. That's probably going to be for a few minutes.
All right. What is that? All right. I have from a different angle, this nut. All right. I got this nut. Check this out. From the other side of how this guy got into an accident. Right here. Boom. Doosh. So from one side to the other. At some point, I guess the airbags deployed. The lights went out. It looked like the car powered down. Got lucky he's alive and they didn't kill somebody. But of course, these people never appreciate that. They don't appreciate life. You just shake it off, get bailed out or whatever, go about his day, steal another car. This other car here pulled to the side. Now, I wonder if that car was the one that was involved, because I think he clipped him. Let me see. Let's see. He tried to, like, cut in between these. Let's see. Right here. Oh, right there, right there. Oof. I wonder if he touched that car. Let me do slow motion. Oof. Look at that. Tight spot. I see people driving like that all the time, too. I can't tell if he hit him or not, but really close. He might have barely scraped it. It almost like he just took a sharp ass right turn. Maybe he realized, but then he was too late. Nut job. At that, I guess everything deployed inside the vehicle, and like the lights turned off. I guess maybe at that point that there was no power. I don't know. Maybe the car shut off at that point, and then boom, back into the other side. Wow. Let's see if they're still on scene.
Minutes. We were listening to the Pentagon before we were.
Wow, what a chase! That was a good chase. Kind of quick though, a little too fast. Not enough to savor the chase. You know, like it was just a little, I don't know, like a little appetizer. Not enough. I want more. Let's see, ABC. Yeah, ABC ended their live over there. LA still live. Wild, wow. Hey, Perriette, how you doing? Oh, what's up? Short and sweet. You can still go to bed. It's kind of somewhat a little late, but still. Cali's still early, right? Somewhat. Yeah, it's see, it's 12 now. 11, 10, 9. It's still early in Cali. A few hours or something else could happen. So far, my favorite chase in recent time is that Lowe's truck, Mr. Tire.
Well, if you're just joining us on the web, this is Gil Davis up in Sky 5 at the termination of a wild police chase, a high-speed chase. This Kia Soul that was traveling in the stolen Kia, it went on surface streets at some time through Brentwood, came back on the 405 freeway northbound, all the way up into Encino, exited the freeway in Encino, drove through some neighborhoods there, got back onto the 101 freeway and headed south on the 405. The CHP were being asked to take over the pursuit, but in the meantime this car was going in and out of traffic at a dangerous rate of speed, and actually during the northbound side of the 405 pursuit, the vehicle actually clipped a parked car on the side of the road, and also changing lanes very quickly clipped a vehicle on that northbound 405. Then on the southbound here, when the pursuit came to an end, he tried to split lanes between two cars, forcing his way through. The rear car clipped his back end, spinning the car out of control, hitting the sound wall on the shoulder of the road, and then the.
I see people, even though this was a chase, I see people driving like this all the time. Nuts on the road. They want to be Speed Racer. They want to be Need for Speed. What's that movie? Whatever they call that movie. Drive like this all the time, and they'll squeeze into the tiniest little spaces and throw themselves or whatever, and then they immediately have to slam on their brake because they're going too fast and whatever. I see nut jobs like that on the road, and I always wonder, I wonder how they go about through life. Are they just regular, normal people? Are they thrill seekers? You know, just like on the edge, don't even use turning signals either, just throwing themselves in and out left or right. By the way, Gone in 60 Seconds. That was good. Is that the bus movie? or which is the one? Which one of them is the bus movie where like you have to drive over 50 miles an hour or else this bus is gonna blow up, and then the bus like flies in the bridge, like over the, it goes like to this bridge or something, and like there's like a ramp and the fucking bus goes airborne, right? Is that movie? Gone in 60 Seconds? That's not the movie. Speed. That's a classic movie. I was thinking of Fast and the Furious too. Wild, man. Wild, wild, wild. Fix the sound settings. It's weird. Amazing. Amazing. There was this crazy incident, and I showed this. I showed the aftermath. I don't want to show the fight, but there was. Let me show you. This was actually really, really crazy. Subway, New York subway shooting.
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
So there was this altercation on a bus, subway, and let me show you like a still shot. Just show a still shot of this. I posted it on Discord to the video. Open it up here. Trying to pause it. There we go. Okay. So these people start fighting. Let me see if I can get like a still frame. Okay. So there's three people. There's this woman. There was a couple inside the bus, inside the train, and I hear that this guy is actually the aggressor. So he comes in and starts having an issue with the guy and the woman. But so he starts like fighting the guy. And the woman comes behind him. Let me show you a screenshot. Hold on a second. Where is that right here? Okay. The woman comes behind him. And while this guy's attacking the one man, the woman comes behind him, and it looks like she punched him at first. She actually stabs this guy, the guy wearing all black. She stabbed him, I don't know, a couple times in the back. So now this guy's pissed, even more pissed. And they kind of separate. Somebody else comes like and intervenes. They separate. And he's like, oh, you stabbed me in my back. You stabbed me in my back. She's like, I didn't do nothing. She did. Oh, she did. So this guy gets pretty pissed off, and so he wants to take it. Apparently, he was carrying a gun on him.
I ain't doing nothing. You feel like you interfere with a man. You don't. It don't bleed. I got you. You stabbed me, right? You stabbed me, right? You can't go anywhere. You stabbed me? I ain't do nothing. You stabbed me? I ain't do nothing. No. You stabbed me?
So he cocks the gun back. He starts approaching them. Then the person with the camera starts to like run.
No, I'm
Start running.
I'm getting now. I'm getting now. Hey, come here, baby. Get that all the way down, baby. Let me out. 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 Let me out.
You hear one shot and then multiple shots. So you would assume, and hearing that, you would assume, oh damn, the guy went like he shot the couple, he killed the couple or something. Nah. That guy got his gun taken from him. And the guy, I think it was the guy that takes the gun from him and shoots him. Now he's in critical care. I don't know if the guy's gonna make it or not. 36-year-old man shot by his own gun after allegedly provoking dispute on Brooklyn subway train. So this guy, allegedly, so people are saying, he comes on the train starting shit with this couple. They get into it. He's actually, him and the guy are fighting, but he actually is kind of beating the guy up. The guy's woman comes and stabs the guy in the back. Guy gets pissed off. He's like, all right, I got you. He pulls out a gun, cocked it. I don't know how he lost his gun to the other guy, but the other guy gets the gun and shoots him. A 36-year-old man armed with a gun is in critical condition after police say he provoked another man on a subway train in Brooklyn and then was shot by his own weapon. The shocking encounter was caught on cell phone video inside a northbound train around 4:45 p.m. on Thursday. The 32-year-old man boarded the train. As the train started moving, police say he was approached by a 36-year-old man who was already on the train. Witnesses described the 36-year-old as aggressive and provocative towards a 32-year-old man. The two exchanged words, which turned into physical, and then led the 36-year-old to take out a knife or a razor blade. Police say the 36-year-old put a sharp object down, and that's when he retrieved his gun from his jacket. The 36-year-old started to walk towards a 36-year-old with a firearm in a menacing way, which is when the fight once again turned physical. During a physical altercation, a gun was taken from the 36-year-old by the 32-year-old, who then fired shots, striking the 36-year-old aggressor in the head. I don't know how you pull out a gun, you start walking towards a person, and I guess you cancel and decide to go physical again, knowing that now this other person knows you have a gun. And I guess the guy took the gun from him. Cell phone video captured the dispute between the two men and the frantic moments as passengers scrambled to safety when the shots rang out. One woman can be heard saying, "Let me get out, let me get out." The train then pulled into whatever that is station where officers heard the shots and flooded the crime scene. The 36-year-old was taken to New York Presbyterian Brooklyn Methodist Hospital in critical condition. Authorities say the gun was recovered at the scene. The 32-year-old is in custody and is being questioned. No charges have been filed at this time. So, and I don't even think somebody was telling me earlier, it's not legal for these people to carry guns in New York like that. The only type of thing you can have is have a gun inside your house, but you have to have some type of licensing for that. There's not like a concealed thing. So, wild. You know, I wonder if there's a little bit more to the story or it's just that. You know. Yeah. Crazy. It's just not it's not safe out there, you know. It's just too much going on. And people's problem is people. Oh, the tire. We got it.
Got some construction there going on. Oh, look at that. One of the workers threw a cone at the car.
Let's watch that. Hold on.
And he's got some construction. And he's got some construction there going on. Oh, look at that. I wanted
The construction worker threw a cone at the guy being pursued.
some construction there going on. Oh, look at that. One of the workers threw a cone at the car. Actually, and he's got some construction there going on. Oh, look at that. One of the workers threw a cone at the car. Actually,
it's over. Yeah. Those gun laws, man, it's not going to, people are just going to, especially the criminals, as if they're going to follow laws or something, right? Thankfully, nobody, got hurt. Well, I don't know if that guy got hurt, but nobody got killed. You can't conceal carry an NY subway. Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. All right, well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Get some rest. If there's a chase, I'll be back. If not, I'm going to see if I get a good night's rest. Good night's rest, and we'll see what my Cash App is IkidMel, $ IkidMel. People are asking for your Cash App. I think there's some commands. I got to figure out, too. I was trying to stream to TikTok and Instagram and everything, but it wouldn't let me do it. Wouldn't allow me. I have to figure it out. Double check. Oh, locate stream key. All right. All right, guys, man. Have a good night. Take care.